I actually think this has nothing to do with product management, which you should spin as we talk about this, but like, I think that the most underrated skill at a company is internal marketing. Whether you're in marketing or not, it's called internal marketing, because I think so much of work, unless you own your own company and you're a solo person and freelancer, is like relying on other people helping you out.
Right.
Especially as a team grows and scales, or getting people fired up. And so I think so much of it is like explaining the why and getting people around you rallied behind this thing that you're going to go do.
But that is product. The whole goal of a product manager is what are you doing and why?
Yeah.
And really it's just the why.
Yeah. And so we've talked a lot about the why, because especially if you're building something like a product, if you can't get people inside of your company fired up about it, then how are you ever going to get somebody who has no relationship with you or no knowledge of you to care?
Yep.
And I also think you can feel a difference when the whole company is excited about something. I think that's one of our secret sauces at Drift, is like, I think I talk about this in marketing a lot, where like everybody at Drift wants to do marketing. I think that bleeds out externally. I think the same thing is true with products. I think when there's certain products that you use that you can tell that like the people who built that product really freaking love it and are passionate about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think when I think about product, and really this kicked off for me when you were tweeting about copywriting being everything, and I started thinking about it within what we do, and I think if you can't tell a story, and the story and product includes the characters, the conflict, so your users, what's wrong, what you're solving for, where you're trying to take them, that whole arc applies to every feature and everything that you do. And you're right, if you can't explain that to someone verbally, written, through copy in the product, then I don't think you're going to build something that's good.
No, I think it's so true. I've worked with a lot of product managers in different places, other companies, different jobs, and I think something like this weird thing happens and I don't know anything about building products. Like I've sat next to David Cancel for 3 years, and so like I know about building products from that, right? But like I think this weird thing happens when like a product manager has to write like a spec for something. What do you call it?
One-pager.
A one-pager, whatever. Like I've seen people shift into like this weird like non-human thing, and they're writing like these weird words and phrases like, as a blank I would like to, like, I get the jobs to be done framework and all stuff, but like I think there's just, it felt like out of control. Like this is not, what I'm trying to say in Ramble is like, why should marketing then have to take that one pager and then translate it into words that the customers will use that we'd use on the website, right? I actually think that the one pager should be like helpful for me as a marketer, because you're like, hey, we already did the work. Here's how we're going to talk about this. You might change the words, but like I think that's so important, where it's not just some Mad Libs formula that you like pass off to the engineers and they go like build your thing. It doesn't get done that way.
Yeah, and I think that's the Amazon model of write the press release before you even start.
Yeah.
Because if you can't explain that value, it doesn't matter.